Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Wrestling Without Context podcast. Join me, Sean, a lifelong wrestling fan, as I take my friend Brian,
That's me.
a complete unknown to the world of sports entertainment. With no prior knowledge or context, Brian experiences the magic, drama, and unforgettable moments of professional wrestling for the first time as I guide him through the larger-than-life characters, jaw-dropping feats, and stories that make professional wrestling an unforgettable experience. Hello, everyone, and for those of us joining for the first time, welcome. The way the show works is prior to the recording of this episode, Brian and I watch a match that Brian has not seen before, and we also watch something wrestling adjacent, a segment, a promo, TV show, because everything is wrestling. Please subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling Without Context, where you can find the video version of this podcast. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave us a comment. We'll give you a nice little shout out. We are currently at 21 subscribers. Please help us get our dirty 30, and maybe we'll do something special for you. Yes, you can also join us on Patreon, where you can subscribe for the low price of $1. That gets you access to the audio and video version of this show ad-free. You can also get bonus content, such as my bi-weekly, it was bi-weekly, because of the move, it has not been bi-weekly, the heel turn, where I give my unfiltered thoughts on wrestling, my life, or anything else that might pop into my head. And then back in September, as we move into October, we will also, we started having our mini bonus episodes where Brian and I just watch a match and talk. We just talk. Our first episode did drop. It is our we watched a random episode from December. I want to say it's 93 of WWF Superstars. So come on in, join us, watch a little wrestling with us. You can also find us on most forms of social media. We're on Twitter, Wrestle WOCNTXT. We're on Instagram at Wrestling Without CNTXT. We're at TikTok at Wrestling Without CNTXT. And you can click on the link tree for this podcast wherever you're consuming it for easy access to all our content and socials. I call that a 9 out of 10 opening for us.
That was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I know. Well, Sid, I got all our mess ups done during our watch along and our interview with Mr. Johnny Clash. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So, Brian, it's been a minute. How are you?
Pip pip cheerio. I'm back from London.
Oh God, this is not going to become a thing, is it?
No.
Just cleaning chimneys now.
I'm good. I was in London for a week. Went on a little vacation. I ate some food. I found out I have a cousin who lives in London, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So you texted me about this. How did you find out you had a cousin that lived out there?
I was in London. My mom's like, "Hey, you know you've got a cousin out there." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I got dinner with him and his wife, and it was great.
Cousin.
Yeah.
But my question is, have you ever met this cousin before?
Yes. He just moved to London like 3 weeks prior. So like,
oh wow. So fortuitous.
He lived in the States and everything all his life. So it was just random that he just happened to move out there. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I see you have moved. You're in a new location.
Yes, we are officially in my new house. That was a fun 4 days of having to move everything out of my house, selling my house, and then putting everything into this house. So I've not had a chance to set it up. This is actually not where I thought I was going to be putting the TV. As you can kind of see behind me, there's this nice big old entertainment center. The wall that my current desk setup is now on, I thought was going to fit, and the door opens into the room, so it wasn't going to work. And so I got to figure out, I got to get curtains for this window. It's going to be curtains for me.
Curtains.
Yeah, I know. This is completely new construction, but the one thing the guy didn't do is put any sort of blinds or curtains in this house. So you need to be very careful when you're walking around. Going to and from.
Yes, especially in the morning.
Exactly, especially in the morning. Hey, Brian, you can do whatever you want at any time of day. It's my house. You can. I also got Yoda hanging out with me back here, sort of peeping in the background.
He's so good.
Yeah, and then I officially finished my promotional test, so I can finally start after 8 months of this podcast. I can finally start focusing on this podcast. Yeah, 100%. So
we're all proud of you.
Yes.
We're all proud of you from Wrestling Land.
Yes, exactly. Man, I'm trying to think of maybe some wrestling adjacent things. Not wrestling adjacent,
Yeah,
just
have you watched any wrestling this week?
it's been very hard with everything going on.
Yeah.
We had All Out this past weekend. I'm trying to make it through that. Like I literally pulled it up on my phone, so you can actually find AEW's pay-per-views. You can now buy them on HBO Max for the low price of $39.99.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so that's usually how I'm consuming my content, is watching their replays, because you get AEW's on TNT and TBS, which is a Warner Brothers Media subsidiary, so it ends up on HBO Max.
Maybe they're coming over to Netflix with WWE. Because,
yeah, I know that's gonna be crazy, because like it seems like Warner Brothers has no soul. And it's like, we'll sell it to anybody who's gonna pay us money,
right?
and so like WWE went to Netflix, and now it's like, oh, we may buy all the wrestling content.
Monopoly.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Like I'm not looking forward to like only. Like I'm about to cancel my Hulu cable subscription, because like who has the time to like sit down and channel flip?
Who has the time?
Yeah, I know. Like I haven't been able to watch anything. Like the new Peacemaker's on my list of stuff. The Superman just came on HBO Max.
Yep.
So I'm hoping, but I also now want to watch Creature Commandos, even though I know it's not like a necessary thing. I like watching and reading everything before I get into it, just in case. It's like when Marvel or DC does their big expansive actual comic series, where they have all like the mini books that come out with it that don't it's not necessary that you buy it, but hey,
but you might as well.
Exactly. I just remember Marvel did I think it was called Secret Wars, but it was like Battle World based. It was like a more recent version of it, and like it was basically like Game of Thrones oriented, where like every character had like their own sort of like kingdom and stuff like that. And there was like an Iron Man one that was called Iron Wars, which I'm not exactly sure if that's how much that's going to feed into their future Iron Man Ironheart series. So
okay,
yeah. So yeah, All Out that was this past weekend. I've been trying to watch some ECW as well, and it's just been a lot. I'm so looking forward to not having to study anymore. I'm so looking forward to it, because I barely get enough time as is. I have books. I have entire, those bookshelves are full of books I have not read yet, or movies that I have not seen yet. So I just constantly am just getting media and just hoarding it and just pulling it closer to myself and go, it's good to know that I have these. Like I need to look at my Audible right now. Hang on. Because I also have an Audible account, because I spend my money wisely. What's my library at? So I've been trying to get through the Shogun book. So
okay.
Yeah, so Shogun is this, it's like that book is like that sorry.
Oh,
it's like this. So, and it's the version I have is only like that wide. So like reading it, it's like you're forcing the pages open just to hold. It's like a Brandon Sanderson Wheel of Time book.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So like every time I read it, it's like, oh my God, like I can't get through it. So I tried doing it on audio podcast. I think altogether both parts, so they break it into part 1, part 2. It's 48 hours total.
Oof.
Exactly. And so I've been trying to get through that, but like how many books?
How's the narrator? They good?
Pretty good. He does voices.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
As I'm finding out, sometimes you get a good narrator, sometimes you don't. Although an easy way to trigger me is to have Stephen Fry do young Harry Potter from his. Oh no, I don't like. I don't like young Harry Potter to begin with. I think he thinks everyone's out to get him. He thinks he's always going to get in trouble. And then we hit Order of the Phoenix, and he turns into
puberty.
Exactly. He turns into a sufferable pain in the ass. It's only until like Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows that he becomes a somewhat manageable character. Because I'm like, why am I listening to this guy? All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 books in my library. I've read 14, or not. I have not read 14 of them.
Okay.
So
you got some work ahead of you.
Yeah, I know. Well, what was it? That's the other thing. Like when I'm in my car, I listen to a podcast, and it's I find myself, if I listen to an audiobook and I'm doing something else, I'm not really paying attention sometimes. So it's like, wait a minute, what were they talking about?
Yep.
But also Shogun is a book where they go like something happens and then they'll go sideways with it, where it's like it's linear, but not incredibly. Like something will happen and then they'll spend the next 50 pages explaining the significance of what just happened. but from the perspectives of all the other characters. So it's just a minute.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I refuse to watch the Shogun TV show until.
Oh, you haven't. You're gonna read the book first.
Exactly. I want to get through it all because apparently that show follows the entire book to its.
Oh, that's cool.
To its conclusion. At least I think that's what's happened. But now they're talking about doing season 2. So I'm like, really going off the beaten path.
I know there's like the author who did write Shogun. He wrote a couple other books too.
Yes,
that
they're
are kind of within.
I'm trying to remember his name here. Let me look it up right now. This is great wrestling content. It's like James Clavell.
Dean.
The actor James Dean.
No.
Oh yeah. No. Oh, these are actually pretty good. Yeah, there's another book called Taipan.
Okay.
But no, some of these covers are actually pretty good. It's just a samurai sword out of its scabbard.
I like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then speaking of XX, Alien Earth, like I need to watch the latest Alien movie.
I haven't
and all.
watched that. Yeah.
Like there's just so much good content, and I have absolutely no time. And it's hard to watch that kind of content with a 1-year-old.
Sure.
I mean, we do watch.
Well, I mean, they don't remember it yet. You're gonna be fine.
So we've been watching. I think I don't know if I've talked about this on this podcast, but we've been watching SVU, Law and Order SVU in front of them.
Sure.
And so we think it's because I was watching Law and Order when he was really when he was just born. So anytime the music comes up, he will stop what he's doing and turn and watch it.
Amazing.
Yeah. So he loves the music. But if you watch SVU, there's like a bunch of imagery, and I'm like, man, I really hope this isn't imprinting on him, because there's like the close up of a child. There's like the lower half of a woman lying on the ground and stuff like that. So like, man, I hope I'm really not giving him a complex.
Oh man.
Maybe he'll just be he'll be like his old man and have a good sense of justice.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so that'll do it on our Everything But Wrestling podcast. So for this episode, I wanted to do something a little different with Brian. So I got a real life wrestler to come out and join us, and let Brian ask him some questions, all the burning questions that have been inside the brain of Flying Brian. So
and he loved all of them.
Yes, we recorded it prior to us recording this. So we were able to get a very a good friend of mine from the Game Marks podcast, Mr. Johnny Clash, Creator Pro graduate, Creator Pro champion, to come on the show with us. We watched our one of his matches, a last man standing match with Smart Mark Sterling. You can find that on our Patreon. So without further ado, let's bring on Mr. Johnny Clash.
Welcome to the Game Marks podcast, where each and every week we take a deep dive into the good, the bad, and the ugly of all things wrestling video games. I'm the man they call Johnny Clash.
And I'm Mr. Anything is Feasible George. No, I'm not George. All right. Don't worry. I can cut all that out.
I can cut all of that out. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
This is my show, Johnny. I don't remember being on your show.
Well,
I guess I was on it.
Well,
in spirit.
Sounds bitter over here.
You walked into a feud, Brian.
Okay.
I'm the one with the belt.
Yeah, I'm the one. You're a paper champion, Clash.
Literally,
you didn't earn that belt. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wrestling Without Context podcast. We are now joined here by the two-time Creator Pro champion and one-time Creator Pro Tag Team champion, Mr. Johnny Clash.
Brian Cinder.
Brian's been waiting in the wings just to pop out for that. See how awesome it is being a wrestler, Brian, getting all those accolades thrown at you.
So good.
I don't have many. There's only 3.
Yeah, there's only 3.
Easy to remember.
He's also a streamer. He was a former.
You better say his name again, because I jumped in over top of it.
Yeah, his name is John Clash, spelled Clash. I almost couldn't spell Clash for a second.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, I know, man. It's been a long week. So it's been a long year. So let's just say so. Yes. From the moment I started this podcast, one of the first ideas I had was like, let's interview a wrestler. And the first idea I had was, I'm going to get Clash to be my first guest. We finally made it happen through some scheduling conflicts. So, Mr. Clash, how are you?
I'm doing well. I mean, I'm sitting here with you, who I've known for 6 years, but this is my first time face to face. I don't know who the hell this guy is, but I just watched a Sting match with him, so I guess we're friends now. Because anyone I watch a Sting match with, it's okay in my book.
The criteria of friendship.
I mean, that's about it.
If we watch a Sting match, we're friends for life.
Yeah, depends what you say during it.
But. Yeah. Did I hear Willow in the background? I heard some jingling.
No, that's actually this belt that I'm trying to.
Oh no, that's my dog. I'm dog sitting right now. I have a dog on my end.
Okay, thanks.
My door's closed. Willow's not allowed in here anymore.
Behind the scenes, we haven't actually recorded the full episode yet. We are recording our interview right now, so I'm sure there's plenty of things that have happened in Brian's life that we have not been able to speak about. So thank you, Brian, for being a wonderful person for dog sitting.
You're welcome.
All right, so Brian, this is your first interaction with a live, actual professional.
I've never met a wrestler before.
Can you take it down to like a 6? That was so loud.
No. This
really
is Brian.
can't.
I have to manage Brian's levels, and thankfully there's an AI producer that brings him down. So.
I'll do my radio voice when I talk to ATC when I'm flying airplanes. Excuse me now. I need to go.
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I will be interviewing Mr. Johnny Clash.
Mr. Johnny Clash.
It should be about.
Please put your seatbelts on.
Yeah, exactly. Prepare for turbulence. So Brian, like I said, you have free reign. So what would you like to talk about today with our wrestling friend?
With the illustrious Johnny Clash.
I'm getting
Johnny Clash. The name is right in front of me too. I can't even read it.
You can't even read.
I guess my first question is what got you into wrestling?
Oh, Jesus Christ. The one fucking question that if you ask any wrestler, what is your least favorite question you've ever been asked? It's, how did you get into wrestling? How did you get into that? Does it hurt? Is it like,
I already know it hurts.
Is it like the Hulk Hogan stuff? Or do you know like my cousin who does MMA in California?
But see,
how did I get into wrestling? You go to a wrestling school.
You go to a wrestling school? What do you mean?
There's a school. And I joined one in 2013. It didn't really work out because it was very far from my house. And luckily for me, Creative Pro Wrestling opened 10 minutes from my house, which was at the time walking distance from where I worked. So it was a match made in heaven. And that's where I started training under Kurt Hawkins and Pat Buck, former WWE Tag Team Champion Kurt Hawkins, former TNA Champion Brian Myers. That's his other name, his real name. And you work hard, you graduate, you win titles, you do podcasts with your friends. So
yes, nice. but Johnny, before the wrestling school, who introduced you to wrestling?
Who introduced me to wrestling? I started watching. I think it was 4th grade. That was like the Attitude Era, WCW versus WWF stuff. I specifically remember the first thing I saw was an episode of Thunder or Nitro. I don't remember, but I remember Chris Jericho in the ring, and I don't know what he was doing. I just remember him. Like, that was the first time I ever put it on. My cousins liked it. Obviously, everyone at school liked it. The thing was, like, everyone at school was a Stone Cold or like Undertaker, DX. You couldn't walk a centimeter in an elementary school or a middle school in the late 90s without someone telling you to suck it. That was like, you could not.
I learned what that was the other day.
Everyone's suck it. But I was a WCW kid. I was the guy in the NWO shirt going against all the WWF guys. And we had 82 weeks, or what is it? 83 weeks, 84 weeks, whatever the fuck Bischoff's podcast is. We had that many weeks on top, and I was all about it. But that was my intro to wrestling. And I would say from that year, that moment, what was that, 98, 99? There was never an off. That was it.
So who's your wrestler at that time? Like, who was your focus? Like, who were you watching?
I mean, Sting was always my guy. You can see the whole thing behind him. This is all Sting. That's a signed bat. That's a signed turnbuckle. There's more of that, and we don't have to get into that. There's so much.
The wrestler, Brian, not the singer.
The wrestler, yeah. Okay, I mean, he's not part of the police.
He gets paid by Sting, so they can use his name.
He does. You learned that. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
See, I'm trying to educate him. Like Brian literally doesn't know anything. So like when he asks these questions of like, how did she get into it? Like it comes from a sincere place of earnestness. Of like,
Sean told me like a week ago. He's like, okay, start making questions, and I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a really good one. This is
gonna be a banger.
How did you get into wrestling?
I set him up for failure.
I've been working a week on that.
He put like 6 asterisks. Like, yeah, this is it.
Man, he ain't gonna know what hit him.
He's never been asked that question before. This is groundbreaking journalism.
Oh my god, my guys then, like, I actually liked Goldberg a lot because, I mean, you're a kid. Who doesn't like Goldberg? He just destroyed everybody until Kevin Nash kind of rose up to the top. And like when he won the title from Goldberg at Starrcade, I remember I like drew a picture of Goldberg that day. I was in 5th grade. I'm drawing pictures, all right? Don't judge me. And I ripped it up and I immediately drew Kevin Nash and like put the title on him and stuff. Yeah.
It's very easy to draw Goldberg though. He's bald, he has black tights.
Yeah. I remember I drew every WCW champion and I was so hyped that I just like ripped up Goldberg and made a new one on the spot.
I mean, it also is funny that you eventually became a graphic designer. So
yeah, well,
yeah, there you go. So you were an artiste even that back then.
Now I just delete files. I don't rip them up.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, great.
So I guess I didn't know there was wrestling schools out there. Where everybody who like you just go and you train every day. Do you learn choreography? Like what happens on like an average day at like wrestling school?
He said choreography.
He doesn't know, Johnny.
I know.
I was an actor, so that's the only term I know.
It's fair. It's fair. So I trained for a year at the first school but like I said, it was far, so I couldn't really get there. I was only getting there one Saturday, if at all, because sometimes it was an hour away. There was some traffic, and maybe I would get there a half hour late. They're already wrapping up. Like, it was time to go. So the new school, I was there. They were only classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I would try to get to every single one possible. Sometimes it was only 2. I mentioned during the watch through, I was playing hockey at the time. There were days I would, this was all within a block of each other, which was awesome. I would go to the gym in the morning, go to work. I would work till 6, head over to wrestling at 7. You would finish by 9. You would hang around, do like a practice match with like a more experienced wrestler, which is the biggest help you could ever have. And you learn a lot there. And then I would go play a hockey game at 11 p.m. It was tough. It was a grind, but wrestling became like just the focus of everything. So after 2 years is really where they set their goal to graduate a student. So me and Max Caster were the very first graduates of Creative Pro because it was a new school. So MJF, Bronson, they followed right behind us. And yeah, I mean, how many great wrestlers came from Cap after that? It's been actually a whirlwind to watch.
Actually. I have no idea.
I was looking at Sean when I said that.
I know. I'm aware. I'm trying to. I try not to spoil or bias Brian in any sort of way. So, but you also say names of Brian like MJF and Bear Bronson, which I know. I know those people. I really
cool people.
Yeah, exactly. It was generating AI images early on in the podcast where Brian affectionately named someone Butterfly Brawny. AI unintentionally turned him into Bear Bronson with butterfly wings. So
I remember that one.
Yeah, exactly. So I sent that over.
Yeah.
What was your first match like? Do you remember who it was against?
Man.
Like, what was it?
Yes, I do. So back when I first was starting, there was this kid, and he's actually a commentator right now. He was 12 years old at the time, I think, or 13.
You wrestled him at 12 years old?
No. Oh, so I was a part of
holy shit.
I was a part of the thing called e-fetting. I don't think you've ever heard of it. I'm sure Sean has, where it's essentially an RP game online, but as wrestlers. So you write your storyline, you write your promos, the best one wins. That's putting it shortly. You make a character and that's it. That's how I got my name. That's how I met a lot of people, honestly, in wrestling. I might not have ever wrestled if it wasn't for that. But this kid was part of like our company or whatever you want to call it, our Fed.
Mhm.
And he's like, I'm running a show with my parents. It's for Make-A-Wish. It's in Boston, which for me, it was like 2-3 hours. Why don't you come on it? So me being the inexperienced wrestler is thinking like, okay, in 6 months from now, I'm going to be so ready for this match. This is going to be my first match. Didn't talk to my trainers, didn't talk to my fellow wrestlers, nothing. I just said I was going to do it because I knew the kid. And it actually was a really great show and a great turnout for a young kid. Like the news was there and everything because this is a kid putting on a wrestling show.
Mhm.
And now he's a commentator and he's awesome. He's going to be all over the place very shortly, I guarantee. It was against this kid, Joey Rage. He looked like a 12-year-old. He wasn't, though. He didn't know. I was more experienced than him, which is scary. And the match was an absolute disaster. I came out with a Yankee jersey because it was Boston to get the cheap heat. Flash everyone, oh, well, you don't like winners. And
In your
all
New York
that.
accent.
At the end, he turned on the guy who came out to save him. The boogeyman came out for some. It was like it was a clusterfuck. John Cena's dad was there. It was real weird, but there was like some controversy around this show because there was this guy from New York who I'm not going to name him here. No one really knows him. He's kind of gone into the pasture at this point because people know he's a piece of shit. Everybody hates this guy, but he latched on to the kid running the show and he started taking the orders for the tickets. That money all disappeared.
So that's a common occurrence.
Yeah, that guy would talk to me on the phone for like hours, like about the match. How are you going to be this big star? Just stick with me, kid. But I wasn't dumb. Like I'm sure there were people that listened to him and like paid him and stuff. I was not having it, and I kind of got this guy taken off the show once we discovered what he was doing with the money and all that. And yeah, that was kind of his kill shot.
So
And
just like a common show that you would run over and over again. Like, was this a recurring
he just did
thing?
one. It was a school project, I believe, which is even crazier.
Oh, okay.
But he did it, and it was awesome. And like I was nervous going into the match. It was gonna be like a ladder match. I was like, my first match can't be a ladder match. That's fucking insane. But
Do you train with like ladders and tables and stuff at the school?
No.
Is that like something you would train
no,
for? No.
the first time I went through a table and the first time I put someone through a table, we just did it. You don't train for that. First of all, tables are expensive.
Sure. Yeah.
And second of
okay.
all, you don't want to do it more than once.
Okay. Fair.
Like there's a common occurrence, and I did it the first time I went through a table. So like when you fall on the mat, you slap the mat. It helps
Uh-huh.
break your fall. It sounds cool. Whatever. It's like eases up your neck and your back. But when you go through a table, you're supposed to not do that, and everyone does that, and then you get bruised elbows. So
Ooh, okay. Okay. You're
Yeah.
supposed to like curl up. So
yeah,
you have,
I mean, you're just kind of
okay.
you don't slap
Yeah.
the table. I slapped the table.
Yeah, remember that, Brian. Don't slap the table.
But my
Won't slap
first
the
match was a
table.
disaster. I claim that my real first match was the first Creative Pro show. It was me and TJ Warren, who was a former student there. And that we were able to go over a bunch of times. We would stay after. We would like really perfect it. And that was before we knew how to like work on the fly and fill in the blanks. And if something goes wrong, this is what we do. And it ended up being a really cool match. We had a nice long like 4-show feud out of it, ended with a table, and it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say your cage match wrestling database first match was against TJ Warren, so
Oh,
might
that's
want to
good.
call.
That's good. That's good. The other one doesn't exist, even though it's on YouTube.
No, don't worry. I already sent them an email saying, "Hey, can you please rate this match for me?"
Fuck.
Yeah, no,
So
okay.
we haven't watched a cage match yet. That's not something that we have watched yet. Do you like cage matches? What makes
Never been in one.
I thought John just said you were in a cage
No,
match.
cagematch.com
Oh.
or net, whatever it is.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry,
a
Brian.
database for every wrestler's matches.
Yeah,
It's missing
Yeah,
a lot of mine, but
Yeah, think of it like IMDb basically for wrestlers.
Okay, got you.
No,
Got
cage
you.
match and ladder matches are the two matches I wish I could have done and I never did. Last Man Standing is my favorite match type, like to play in video games, to watch. So that's why I picked it for the match with Smart Mark, and we thought it was a good like final chapter to our fight anyway. So
Have you done any like tag team? Did you ever have like a partner that you would wrestle with?
did you miss the first part where I'm a former tag team champion?
I did miss that part. Yes.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe I was on the way out at that point. Like my neck is fucked up, my back is fucked up. And that's when I realized like I'm going to switch to tag because it's easier on me. And we actually had a nice little run. And up until then, I was like the good guy. I was the baby face throughout everything. And we, switched it up, became a heel, little faction, had a fun little run. won the tag titles, and then we sailed off into the sunset. And now I do commentary.
So what goes into changing from babyface to a heel? Like, is there a lot of decisions going into that? Like, because you have to change a whole like persona basically at that point.
The way I
Do
did
you
it
lose
was
fans?
I was in a dog collar match, which you're attached by a chain and a dog collar. You beat each other up pretty badly, and we tried to pull a Shawn Michaels. What was it? No, Stone Cold Bret Hart, where we you knew where I was going.
Yeah, I got you.
We tried to do a double turn. We turned Bronson face at the same time I was heel. I just did like dirtier stuff. Like I punched him in the nuts, hit him with a chair, like that kind of stuff. And then at
What's
the end,
Clash being a dick?
At the end, like a bunch of masked men came in and I was about to fight them off, but then I joined them. And then they they took their mask off, whatever, and it was my partner that I was tag champs with later. That's how you turn heel, baby. Or you just tell a kid like he sucks.
I'm sure that's easier.
Yeah.
Like any kid, does it have to be on camera?
Well, if it's a shitty kid, then
Yeah.
he might
Then
be
you stay
more over.
babyface.
Exactly. Then you're even more over.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I've been over a day in my life.
Well, aw.
So you said you kind of like fucked up your neck. Like, was that just over time, or did you have like something that really like happened to it, or?
It was really just overtime. Like I always had I would always turn wrong, or you get like those stiff necks. It was happening a lot. Sometimes I would be training and I would just bounce off the rope and my neck would just be like, you're dead for 3 days. But then later on when I stopped, probably during COVID, I would say, like when you're not wrestling as much and your body doesn't have that callus on it anymore, like everything just hurts 10 times worse. And that's when I started to slow down. And that's when I had like a throat issue. So I went to the urgent care and they took an x-ray and the doctor called me. He's like, your throat's fine. It's like, whatever. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. But you have a stenosis in your neck. I'm like, oh
no.
glad you could see that. That's good. I never
That
did
is?
anything
What's a
about it.
stenosis?
It's bad, but
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah.
it's bad, but I stopped wrestling, so we're fine.
Did you have like a? Obviously, you did have a final match, but like, does it include like pomp and circumstance? Like, is it? It's got to be a big deal for wrestlers.
So, do we want to get dark? Like, do we want to get sad?
Yeah.
Do we want to take it down a notch? Hang on.
Yeah, let's take it down.
Wait, hang on. We could really do this. We could really take it down a notch if we really want.
Who's got a soundboard? Someone's got to have a soundboard.
Ooh, there
We'll
you
go red.
Oh, there we go.
No, so like watching your friends succeed is amazing. But when you're not able to do what they're doing because of an injury or something, and you're just thrown in like a 4-way match, a 6-way match, like you're just kind of the accessory at that point, it just like weighs you down a little bit. So that's when I was in a tag match. It was kind of cool, actually. It was the opening match of the show was a battle royal, and the winner got to be my tag partner. And I turned on him at the end, became a heel once again, and I started managing a team called the Birds of the Sun. Leo Sparrow, GKM,
Big Bird.
I was the Big Bird, and to me, that was my way of staying in it without actually doing anything. But that weight just keeps getting deeper and deeper. You're now you're on the sideline right there. So I think it was probably like a year. I just stopped going to shows. I stopped doing everything. I also had a child, so that was also a reason to not go to the shows anymore and spend my time here. But I felt good. Like I was working out more. I was eating healthy. Like I just felt good. My neck still is shit, but I'm like, we need to do this. Like if I'm going to ever come back, if I'm ever going to do commentary, which I do now, I need to put a bow on this. I need for my own brain to just end this. And at that point, my best friend from 7th grade, who we watched wrestling together for a million years, we're friends because of wrestling, started training at the same school maybe a year before. And I said, okay, if I'm going to have a last match, we're going to do it. It wasn't much. It wasn't anything spectacular. The match actually sucked, if you ask me. There was a lot that went wrong in it, and that's probably from me not being in the ring in 2 years. But that was the bow. Like I said earlier, there was like a send-off. The crowd was pretty cool about it. The wrestlers were right there when I came behind the curtain, and that was the send-off. And I'm happily doing commentary. And you could ask
Good.
Tecker. I have a thing called Clash Tube Wrestling on YouTube where I literally have my own company on the 2K game, and I run it like it's an actual wrestling show, and I put it on YouTube. I do commentary on it like I'm sitting there and I'm Jerry the King Lawler, and we have our own events.
Nice.
It's so stupid, but I love it.
But
I put way too much time
it keeps
into
it
it.
fun. Yeah.
At this point, I've recorded through November.
Yeah, he
That
puts it.
helps.
He puts it in our game Mars Discord about, guys. I'm just going. I'm going. Like I got all these ideas. Like it's turned into Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny with the with the little line. It's
String.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you're a graphic designer as well.
Yep.
I heard, right? So did you design like all of your logos and all of that? Like, was that something that you did?
That the match you saw, that was my first logo. It was a ripoff of the band from First to Last. They had a shirt in Hot Topic for years that was just a rib cage with their logo across it. So I took the rib cage from that, and then the J is the same font as the I in Every Time I Die, that band.
Nice.
And I just put it on top of it, and I still use it on Twitch today as my logo.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, and little did I know that Andy Williams from Every Time I Die would become a successful wrestler as well at some point.
Oh yes.
Oh really?
Yeah. He never
Who is
used the
he?
logo though.
What's his name?
Andy
Literally
Williams.
Andy Williams.
Oh, he doesn't have a persona. or
He's
anything.
he's known as the Butcher.
The Butcher.
The Butcher. That's his
pretty
name.
cool.
Yeah. He's
Actually,
a pretty
his,
cool looking dude.
His new EP dropped today. New band.
Oh, that's where he's been.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was like, man, because Bunny teamed up with Penelope Ford at a random show.
She's
And I was like, oh, wonder where Butcher and the Blade are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get to pick like through these big wrestling companies and stuff? Do you usually pick your own personas, or do they try and like shoehorn you into different things?
It depends who you are and like what you do. Like Brian Myers was always open to my ideas of what to do, what direction to go. I never had like a gimmick, but he always helped. He always pushed it. That match you saw, TJ Wilson actually helped put it together and produced a lot of it for us. So there's always someone pushing you. And it depends, like if I go to another company, they might say, I want you to be a heel. Another company might want you to be a face. There's a company out there right now called Rad Pro, which is really awesome. Their whole show is in the 90s. Like everyone has a persona.
That's the era.
That every persona is in the 90s.
Okay.
It's really
Like
cool.
that.
So
Who's an up and coming wrestler right now that we should be watching?
It's hard to say up and coming because I feel like a lot of my friends haven't gotten the shot yet.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Orlando calls himself the GOATest of all time. He is absolutely going to be something. Leo Sparrow, who is one of the Birds of the Sun, the Shooter Boys, that's a tag team. They're actual like real collegiate wrestlers, and they grasped wrestling so fast. And they're our tag team champions right now. They're going to be huge. Nick Robles, also very new, but got it. He looks the part. He's great. So there's a lot of good coming out.
Cool.
Gabby Forza, obviously. Bear Bronson.
Last question I have: boxers or briefs?
I'm commando right now.
Yeah, woo!
Only because I'm in sweatpants, but usually it's boxer briefs, like the little Billy Guns, little nut huggers.
A little bit of support, but the freedom of a boxer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Funny
All right.
story about Billy Gunn and nut huggers and shorts. This has nothing to do with any of that. That was during COVID, like when I planned like a comeback, like right before everything shut down. I was like, all right, this is going to be the year 2020. It's going to be my year. And surprise, I had this whole gimmick plan to be like all of DX rolled into one. Like I was going to be crude. I designed trunks that had like my logo all over it, like Billy Gunn's. I was going to do like pranks, like drop a net on people. Like I was going to do stupid shit. Never happened, but I always wonder, like that's the one in the back of my head. I'm like, I wonder if that would have like actually worked. Could have been cool.
I'm like Doink, but serious.
Yeah.
Exactly. Doink.
I know Doink and Dink.
Personally?
I saw them. No, not personally. I
No,
saw
yeah,
them in a match.
Brian just gets very excited
I
whenever
recognize a name. It's really exciting.
Brian gets very excited when he hears two people talking about wrestling. Going, I know those things.
I can see that.
I could be involved. So I guess we could transition here. We did watch a match of Mr. Johnny Clash. We saw his Cap Creator Pro Championship Last Man Standing match with Mark Sterling. This match took place on October 27th, 2017 at a the show was called Cap Welcome to the Dungeon. This show is actually pretty stacked. We got some Bear Bronson on here. We got Kristen Stadlander with a D, now known as AEW champion Chris Statlander, Alex Reynolds, Joey Mercury, Max Caster, Pat Buck.
Joey Mercury. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a costume rumble match featuring Grim, who defeats Bobby Orlando, Bryce Donovan, Cliff Bar, Delroy Fighter Cat, Johnny Silver, Kai Katana, Kevin Matthews, and Mike Mondo. In our main event, we had our last man standing match. Johnny, what went into the conversation that said you're going to be our Creator Pro champion?
So Max Caster was the first champion, and he held it for a long time. And Mark was actually in a feud with this guy named Vinny Spano, who was unfortunately only at Cap for a little bit. But this kid, he had potential. He had good gear. He was jacked. And they were running the storyline that me and Mark continued. So when he left, Mark's like, I really want to keep doing what we're doing. So he just slotted me in there. And right away, Brian was like, I'm going to put the title on you because you're the biggest heel we have and people hate you and it's going to be awesome. We kind of just figured it was coming my way at some point because that's the blow off and it would just make sense. And then Brian pulled the trigger on this show. It was just Mark planned everything. I saw recently on Facebook, I think on my memories, we had a graphic of the timeline of our feud and everything. He made me join the faculty at one point against my will, and I had to fight my way out of it in a handicap match. It was some
What's a handicap match?
Multiple against one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I'm surprised that has not
wheelchairs or something.
Yeah. I'm surprised that's never been changed. We got a 2-1 handicap match. That's not very PC anymore.
Yeah.
Although I would like to see wheelchairs in a match.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
The match sort of starts off. Johnny, we got you coming out, bright-eyed and baby-faced with your old music, and then.
But no, not babyface because you just said you were heel for this match, right?
No, I was babyface for this.
He meant Mark. I was going to hop in because I knew you were, as Johnny was speaking.
Because I was like, Mark was the mean guy. I didn't like him.
Yeah, no, that mean Mark is a separate wrestler, Brian.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then we got Smart Mark Sterling coming out in his full regale with his faculty. I saw a young Phil Cardigan coming out as Grammar Cop, and what sort of goes into the conversation of did you want it to be sort of like a Bloodlines rules where they're all coming in, or did you want it to be more of a one-on-one match?
Well, yeah, they were all on me for that whole year, really. The one manager, she was my manager first. She defected. It was a really long feud, and they just tortured me every show for a year. If you said you looked at Cage Match, there was a Cat Bowl. I was with Cliff Compton. We beat them, and that's what started it. Yeah, he. That's what made Mark mad because we beat them for the tag team title shot. Then I was slotted in. Then I caused him a match. He caused me a match. It just went on for a very long time.
Yeah, the match that I saw that's still on YouTube was when Mark pulled out the brass knucks. You used them, but then the ref seemingly catches you after you had won the match in your tights.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh man, I did my research, brother.
Yeah, clearly.
We get all the faculty out. How did you pick who the people? Because people do come out and come to your defense. Were those all people that hate Mark, or?
You really just pick the biggest baby faces because they'll take out the heel. So Kristen was our top female at the time. She came, took Emmy out, and then it was Grim and Doo-Hop from Grimm's Toy Show, which was big at the time. Kids would swarm our shows for him. So of course he came out. He gave me the rub. And then
there you go, kid.
Who else? Oh, Delroy. I don't think he wrestles anymore. Delroy was a great dude, great baby face. He was from WrestlePro. So nice. Yeah.
So the match sort of kicks off. You guys sort of do some stuff in the ring, and then you get back out in the ring, and Mark tries his what did you call it? The world's greatest suplex.
Yep. The greatest
Tra-
suplex of all time.
of all time. And thankfully, Johnny Clash reverses it and hits him on that hard turf. And you guys kind of battle around the ring, and we start to pull out some weapons. We get a hockey stick, we get a ruler. Were there other things?
Guns.
Yeah,
No
damn
guns this
Not
match.
Brian was very disappointed. Brian,
We saw one match with a gun in it. We saw one.
Was it Dick
Oh,
Justice?
no, we didn't see a match with it. We saw Stone Cold get shot.
Okay.
no, Stone Cold did not get shot.
Well, he did not get shot.
I
no.
know. Yeah.
We're getting third hand news. It's like Brian leaving the episode telling people, "Did you hear Stone Cold got shot?" So, which is funny.
Hang on, we're not depressed anymore.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there we go. There we got the blue. Something that's been popping up on my recommended was been the Kevin Nash Scott Hall where he's yelling at Stone Cold's running up the ramp at him and they're WWE and Kevin Nash just goes, "He's got a gun," and he hits him with a net or something like that. Oh God. Oh, Brian. Eventually we will watch. Yeah,
We'll get there. We'll get there.
So whose idea, Clash, you do take out a hockey stick and sort of lay the wood, no pun intended, to or lay the what are hockey sticks made out of? I can't remember
Composite.
now. Composite.
Nice
There you
composite.
go. Yeah, laying the composite Smart Mark Sterling. Was that your idea? Was that something you've always wanted?
That was my idea. That was my third stick. So I used to use Reebok, which actually were half wood because I like the clunkiness. It gave me a better shot. So I used to use 2 Reebok sticks, and then my third that I would leave in the car because I am a psychopath and I never even broke a stick ever. Would be the Easton, and I was like, you know what, this is a really nice hockey stick. I'm gonna hit Mark in the ass with it.
Yeah, no. So we didn't talk about it during the watch along, but I remember it from my personal watch along with it. Did you say, is that a Crosby curve on that one?
I think I did. Yeah, I think I did.
Hockey. Yes. And eventually, Mark turns the tables and brings out a very long ruler. And while you didn't get to break your hockey stick over his back, he definitely gets to break that ruler over your back. And as you said, that hurt. So
I could still feel that.
Yeah, I mean that's real wood,
Yep.
real glass, real wood. And then eventually we get some chairs thrown into it. Mark tries to pile drive you on it. Yeah, the door. How relatively? What is the price gauge between a door and a table at this
I mean,
point?
doors are like $30-$40, but tables are just hard to find. Like no one sells those tables anymore, and if they do, they're like over $100. So
There are those like plastic tables now, right?
yeah, you can't use those in wrestling.
Yeah.
They don't look real. The Bills use them, the fans. So
I was going to say the Bills.
Yeah, they kind of ruin that. But the wood tables, you have to find like on Facebook Market. That's your best option. Like the few I've used, I've had to go to people's houses and buy them. They're like, "Oh, well, enjoy your party." I'm like, "Ha ha." Yeah, I'm about to
it's going to be a
bitch.
party, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is one of those moments where I lose my train of thought and then I have to cut it out.
Okay, George.
Because usually, I've been having notes in front of myself for these matches, and I'm trying to remember how we get to the ending. So yes,
The spot that never happened.
yes, the spot. This is the spot that never happened. So we eventually get Mark into a sharpshooter, and we see Mark's try and tap out during a last man standing match. And Clash, if you would like to explain the story of what happened.
Yeah, so the big guy that came out in the entrance, Raleigh Allen, he's not a wrestler. He's literally just a friend of the show that was thrown into it because it's funny. He could talk trash really well. He was just an old man that didn't belong there, but he was there. So I have Mark in the sharpshooter. The plan is he's going to run in, hop on the apron, start talking to me, which will get Mark out of the sharpshooter. I was going to throw a chair at him. He was going to catch it, and I was going to drop kick it into his face. And that was
amazing.
He was
Yeah, that would have been great.
So cool.
So then I turn around, Mark hits me with something, Mark's back in charge. We're in the sharpshooter for a very long time. And we're both looking at the entrance. Nobody's coming. Nobody. I think Mark taps out. He looks around. It's last man standing match. Can't tap out. We do something else. I put him in the sharpshooter again, and I yell, "Where's the faculty now?" Still nothing. So we're both still looking at the entrance. Nothing. Luckily, the chair is sitting there. Mark grabs it and hits me in the ass with it. And we break the hold, and we go to plan B. Now that's where you asked, how often do you just like work on the fly? That was one of those moments where we had to get there. If I didn't tell you, you might not even know that happened. But we get
I
to the
thought
back, we're like,
something happened.
where the hell were you? Like, where were you? Like, why weren't you there? I was outside smoking a cigarette. I told Kristen, tell me when my spot comes up, and he didn't. So it's like, no, you stand by that curtain and you watch and you come out. But also, like, why did no other member of the team decide to come out instead? Like, if Grammar Cop ran out, I would have just thrown the chair at him and did the same exact thing. Like, come on. So,
I do like that he put it on another wrestler to come and get him. It wasn't like,
come on. And I said before, TJ Wilson, who was for Brian, I guess you probably don't know who that is. That's Tyson Kidd. He's related to the Hart family. He put this whole match together for us. Like, he sat there, he listened to us call the match. He gave his pointers here and there. He told us, man, maybe do this instead of this. He gave us the whole finish because we were stuck. It was a great experience. He's a WWE producer, and he helped produce our match. So not only did we get a really cool match out of it, we got that learning experience. So hearing him like at dinner after, like, what the fuck happened in the sharpshooter? It was just like, oh no.
Was that his idea or was that your guys' idea? It's like, hey, we should do a sharpshooter.
No, I was using it then as the Scorpion Deathlock, but when I got to him, like, and told him the next spot, I wasn't going to be like, and then I do a Scorpion Deathlock. Like, he is in the family who invented that move. So it was even awkward saying, like, and then I do a sharpshooter.
I can only imagine him going home and telling Brett, hey, this guy's using your move, calling it a freaking Scorpion Deathlock.
But I put my hand up.
Yeah, I know. So we eventually get to the one door that's just sitting under the ring waiting for you guys. We pull it out. We do a little rigmarole where who's going through that table, and it's Smart Mark going through that table, and
Drove his ass.
Yeah, exactly. Dropped him right on his head. So Smart Mark can't answer the counter. We have a new Creative Pro champion, Mr. Johnny Clash. And so we kind of talked about it in the watch along. So you didn't know everyone was going to come out and start celebrating with you.
I should have known, but I didn't know. And I know that's Brian telling everyone to send the baby faces. Just make like a cooler moment. I told you.
What are you thinking when they're about to hoist you on their shoulders? Like, please don't drop me.
Well, I was so confused because I turned around and Kip standing right fucking here, nose to nose. I'm like, am I supposed to punch him? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I would have liked to in real life, but he hugs me, and I'm like, what is happening right now? And then the rest of them come, and after I'm like, what were you doing? Like, why did you run? He's like, oh, I was genuinely happy for you, and I was like, no, don't be.
No.
Anyone but you.
Yeah, I was gonna say anyone but you. Nobody wants this. I didn't want this.
No, but it was a cool moment. I told you I was bashful. I'm not one that wants recognition. I don't want praise. Like, I did what I had to do. I could celebrate in my head and I'll be perfectly happy. But it was cool. Everyone came out, and probably my favorite moment in all of wrestling was that last scene being up there holding the belt.
I can't remember. Did you do a CM Punk photo with that belt? Where you put it in your fridge?
I probably didn't like Punk at the time, so probably not.
Okay, but what did you do
put it in your fridge? Why would you put it in
it's a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
A particular
You'll
wrestler.
You'll get there.
Yeah,
You'll watch Money in the Bank one day.
Yeah, exactly. I try not to be too biased. I mean, that match did place.
I could go back in my Instagram. It's probably real far now.
I
don't think I did anything with it. I do remember bringing it to WrestlePro right after that, and I wrestled Mark again at WrestlePro, and it was just a basic match, but he did something to me on the title, and you see on my back, there's just an imprint of this, like the exact title, like cap and everything, as clear as day, just an imprint on me. I posted that.
So, funny story, when I first started watching listening to the Wrestling Figure podcast, and Mark was talking about getting a cap tattoo, I was not fully aware of what he was talking about. So I'm like, why is he talking about a Captain America tattoo? Because they're like, oh, this is really cool. Exactly.
I've seen worse than that, don't worry.
So how long do you get to keep that championship belt then?
Well, you keep it as long as you're champion.
Is that like the end of a season is the championship, and then you come back the next year and you go for it again, or could it be like
there's no seasons in wrestling? It just goes.
No seasons, pal.
Never stops.
Okay.
I'm looking now.
So it could literally be the next day at a next match. You could give it up.
Yeah. This belt here, though, was a replica I made when I retired. I got this purchased on Etsy. That's why it's falling apart and the paint's missing. But it was like $100. So I just wanted to put it with my collection.
Was it made in America?
No, it was
there
not.
You go. It was made in. I have to look at eBay listings now. Whenever I look at a belt, I'm like, where's it shipping from? And Pakistan.
See, so I had the belt on my luggage. That's the closest we got, like after the show. And then that night, the next night, we got MJF, Mark, Caster, Wally Allen, Bronson, my wife. We all went to a nice steakhouse to commemorate end of an era, beginning of a new era.
Don't leave it in the limo, Clash. And Brian trying to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. Deep cut.
I just think that's good advice.
Yeah, exactly. Don't leave your world championship. After a restaurant. So Brian, I know the person that is wrestling is right in front of you, but what did you think about the match?
The match was pretty good.
To be honest,
I really liked the physicality behind you guys, but Mark was who you were fighting. There was a couple times he was like trying to kick you and punch you, and he would miss completely. Like I did see that.
Well, the other times he did not.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what you said at the very first when he was kneeing you right in the gut.
I don't know if you can see this. The belt and
there you go. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
the belt in me.
Yeah. That's a thing. Like, oh, now I'm all blurry. Hang on, I might have to turn.
This is
my
an audio podcast, pal. Yeah. This will be on YouTube though.
I think we go like this, and then we back up slowly, and I come back into focus. There we go. You hit your friends harder.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, me and Mark were great friends. Probably the best friend I ever made in wrestling. And yeah, we beat the shit out of each other.
Are you guys still in touch? You guys?
He sent me the match to send you guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I had seen this match prior on YouTube and I couldn't find it, so I had to message Mr. Clash going, I cannot find this, and I set this whole episode based upon this. And then as soon as I clicked, I was like, I wonder if this is unlisted. It is.
Yeah.
It was good though. I really like the match. We've seen a couple matches that, it's what do we say? It's very technical. Is that what you called it, Sean?
You're saying I'm better than Bret Hart?
And this one, it felt like Cinematica in a bit. Like,
nice.
Like everybody was always moving.
I'll take it.
And like there's like some big moves in there that really kept interest.
So I was watching it and going, like, Brian is probably going to really like this because, like, we watched the PWG match and it was just they went. Like, there was no breathing involved in this. And this, you guys kind of took your time, you laid some stuff in, and you allowed the match to tell the story. And you hear.
And that's the style we were trained in. Like, we were trained WWE style. Like, the psychology of the match is this, and this. That's TV wrestling. That's how it works. That'll change now. People wrestle however they want, really. And TV kind of adapted to them. There was like a shift at some point, but at the time, that's what was drilled into us. I mean, Brian came from WWE TV that week and would tell us what to do that next training day,
Nice.
We're lucky. We're all very lucky.
All right. So that was Johnny Clash on winning his championship and Welcome to the Dungeon. And we also took Clash along for a journey with Brian, and we watched our Everything is Wrestling segment. As you can hear people sigh, going, oh my God, we got to talk about this. We watched a Vampiro versus Sting match, if you could call it that. A graveyard match, a cemetery match, I think is what they were calling it.
That was a disaster.
Yes, this is what Brian, they like to call cinematic wrestling, as you say, but literally cinematic. So they didn't feel a need to light this one. They wanted to make it.
I thought it would have been better if it was lit. If I could see what was going on.
We also had really bad quality.
Yeah. So, but I'm also wondering if part of this was they were trying to recreate the Blair Witch of like that sort of like found footage sort of stuff.
They were trying to recreate everything the Undertaker did.
Yeah, exactly.
That was it.
So we had Sting searching for Vampiro in the middle of a graveyard, and Vampiro just wandering around. Sting's trying to find him, and then eventually Sorry, I can't even get through it. Vampiro's
It's a
just
tombstone in the face.
no, Vampiro crouched behind like a ledge that they found just on all fours. Sting just glosses over him, and then we just get a whole bunch of punching and kicking to the point where Vampiro pulls a very small grave out of the ground, gravestone, and hits Sting right over the head with it, and drops him.
That family paid a lot of money for that tombstone.
Yeah, I know. Here lies Sting.
That should have been the next storyline, like them paying the family.
Yeah, no,
just getting sued. Yeah, that's what killed WCW.
We've ruined your family's tomb.
Yeah, them getting arrested for like desecration of deceased remains or something like that. So I know nothing about this. So I wonder, like, did they dig that hole? Was that hole already dug? Because I mean, that was a very far hole that Sting fell into.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
They had to talk to someone who recently lost a loved one, and they're like, hey, can you hold off on putting their casket in? We're going to film something really quick.
You're probably right.
Exactly. Hey, how much would it cost for us to...
We'll give you $100 if you bury him tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Never mind your grief. Never mind your loss. We got a show to film.
Yeah.
So Sting gets thrown in the hole, and Vampiro doesn't bother to finish the job, throw some more dirt on him, because that would have been funny. It's just Vampiro.
He dumped a whole wheelbarrow on him, though.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Sting was actually in the hole at that point. Of just, oh, God. That was a shoot a wheelbarrow that they threw in there, not a gun shoot, Brian.
Yes, of course.
I think that's ultimately what put gun in Brian's head. Is I said shoot at one point, and Brian went gun.
Gun? They had a gun?
Exactly. No. Every time Brian's like, "Where's the gun?" So it then cuts back to the footage we watched. It cut back to Vampiro is supposed to be in the ring, but the portion we were supposed to watch got cut out. But eventually, a crow is seen sitting on top of their version of the Titantron.
I couldn't even see that was a crow.
Yes. Well,
I didn't even know there was a bird.
Yeah, no.
I missed the bird completely.
The big bird. No one heard Tony Schiavone going, "That's a crow! That's a crow!"
I heard.
Exactly. And then Sting comes down from the rafters, which he was known for doing, Brian, rappelling down very quickly and very safely, especially at this point. And then he just throws the wood to... a lot of wood throwing in this episode. Throws the bat at Vampiro and kicks him out of the ring. So,
I mean, that's the only way to get rid of a vampire.
Exactly. You don't stab him. That would have been great, stabbing him in the chest with the baseball bat.
Sting just came out with a bunch of garlic.
Yeah. God. Yeah, someone's like, man, I just really want pasta right now. Why do I want pasta? So, oh man, I guess you couldn't do a casket match with Vampiro because that's where he wants to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's his home.
It's a I go to sleep tonight match.
Exactly. We'll do a daylight match. Basically, they have to fight until the sun comes up. That sounds like a Vince Russo idea.
Like that Mexican wrestler we watched. What was that? Who was that guy?
Oh, El Santo.
El Santo. Yeah, El Santo fighting vampires.
Yeah, we saw El Santo versus the Vampire Women where he just goes and burns like 10 people inside coffins. It was fantastic.
See, you lost me on El Santo.
Oh, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Clash, not an El Santo fan. All right.
Welcome to my world.
I watch wrestling. I'm not going to watch wrestlers be actors. So that'll about wrap up our interview here with Mr. Johnny Clash. We haven't really talked about this, but Clash, you are now a full-time streamer. Where can people find you streaming?
I wouldn't say full-time, but it's
more.
Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around 10 p.m. Eastern, on twitch.tv/JohnnyFNClash, which is actually funny because you called me Johnny Cash earlier. If I ever like sub to a channel or follow a channel, they'll go, "Welcome in, Johnny Fortnite Cash," which they butcher my name twice. The FN's there. Yeah, I play Fortnite on stream, but also like ECF and W. I mean, that's like the slogan, but I understand that like non-wrestling people don't get that. So they just say Fortnite. It's kind of stupid. Like it's effing, like Johnny effing Clash. Like, come on. Anyway, I'm at twitch.tv/Johnny effing Clash and youtube.com/ I really hate saying that / just Johnny Clash. And as soon as my new PC arrives next week, I'll also be streaming on TikTok at the same time. So find me there. I've been playing Fortnite, The Sims. I got some spooky games I'm going to start next week. So
What kind
Yeah.
of spooky games?
yeah, I got Killer Frequency. It was on sale on Steam, and the other one's called like Haunted Room 205 or something. It's like a Japanese
Okay.
horror game. Looks scary as shit.
Yeah, Clash was playing Resident Evil last week, and I
hated
was
it. I'm never going to play it again.
throwing my phone because he was just not going.
How are you supposed to know where to go? Like it's
So,
cinematic, like you're walking left and then all of a sudden you turn the corner and now you're walking right, but you're still walking left on the controller. So it takes you back to that room, but you have to go to that room. But then you turn left and now it's straight, but then it's this way and then it's this way. Then you're like, oh, I went in a circle. Let me go in this room. Then there's a monster in your face and they're eating you, but then you push them off, but they actually did nothing to you. And then you eat a plant and you're fine. And then you go to a graveyard and you find like a bow and arrow and you look at it and you go, oh, this could do something. And it opens a lock to a door like 10 chapters ago. And then you die and you have to start all over again because you never got a typewriter. Like what?
so Brian, you played the first Resident Evil before? Yes.
Nope. Too scary.
Okay.
It was pretty scary. I did like the way it was shot.
Yeah.
Just
So
no, I'm done.
So like I played that game like when it first came out in like 96, 97. So like 10-year-old Sean was just sitting there freaked out of his mind. But like the beginning of the game is you walk into a room and then you walk into a hallway and you're supposed to turn the corner and go into this one spot. Clash was going everywhere but this room.
He's saying turn the corner, but by their like 12-second delay between Twitch and chat, I'm already like in the next room turning a corner. Like, where do I go?
He's like hitting every door. He's like, oh, this is locked. This is locked. I'm like, oh my God, go back the other way.
Then I'm in a basement. There's like a thing after me. And
yeah, he was like, he's like, oh, go back. So now he's going back to the starting area. I'm like, oh my God,
then
we're
I
getting
died.
even
I
farther
eventually
away
opened up a walkthrough. I'm like, I'm just going to follow the walkthrough. And now this is really bad stream entertainment. So I'm just going to shut the game down. It was $4.99, whatever.
I mean, get good, man. Come on. So yes, please follow Johnny Clash, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Brian, anything before we let Mr. Johnny Clash depart?
What do you do, Brian?
I'm a pilot. I fly airplanes.
How'd you get into piloting?
Don't
answer that. It's fine. You don't have to. That's cool though.
Okay, yeah, cool.
No, Brian, answer it.
Yeah, I was an actor
give a
to
shit.
start with, but COVID happened and everything shut down.
That's true.
And I always wanted to fly, but I'm a big guy, and there's weight limits on some of these aircrafts. And a school opened up, and they're like, "We don't have a limit." I was like, "Okay, I'm going to apply over there." So I did. And
The
I got
limit,
in.
the limit doesn't exist.
The limit does not exist.
It's not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
Thanks, Jeff Jarrett.
So yeah, so I fly airplanes, and I'm an instructor now. So I teach other people how to
Nice.
fly airplanes. Yep.
Cool.
So,
Anyway,
all right. So that'll about do it with Mr. Johnny Clash. Thank you very much.
love you. Bye.
All right, so that'll about do it for this episode. Thank you to Mr. Johnny Clash for joining us, and thank you so much for joining us on the Wrestling Without Context podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can find us on our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, leave us a nice little review. It helps the algorithm. You can also join us on Patreon, where you can receive this podcast and bonus content for only the low price of $1. You can find us on most forms of social media. You can find us on Twitter at WOCNTXT, on Instagram at Wrestling Without CNTXT, TikTok at Wrestling Without CNTXT. You also click on the link tree for this podcast wherever you're consuming it for easy access to all our content. Please join us for our next episode, where we will be taking a journey to Halloween Havoc. I'm pretty sure this is 1995. We're going to be watching the Giant versus Hulk Hogan. So, Brian, we are finally getting our monster trucks.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, the monster trucks and wrestling. I can't think of a better thing. So, Brian, anything before we leave?
Anything before we leave? What am I doing this week? I'm heading out to St. Louis this week. Yep, I'm going to tour a airline facility out there, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, I'm waiting for the new Ghost of Yotai game to come out. That's the next big one.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I need to get my as you can see behind me, I got headphones.
I see them. I see them right there. Those 3D audio.
Yeah, so I had to buy those because the way my setup was in my old house is I was in the basement with my computer and all my gaming setup, and my son's room was on the top floor, and it was like nothing ever sat directly below it, but now his room is directly next. Like there's a little bit of space. There's a washer and dryer in between mine and his room. So now I can't play things at full volume anymore. So I'm very interested because I hear good things and stuff like that, because I usually only use the sound bar and the surround speakers.
Yeah, whenever you can plug headphones in, like I've plugged these headphones in to my game before. It's great.
Yeah, so using these, like when I played Starfield on the computer, it's very nice and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll about do it for our episode. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Brian doesn't know about suplex slams. He thinks a wrist lock is a boy band. Can't tell a moonsault from a flying knee. He's clueless about the ring's legacy. He called a steel cage a fancy shed. Said lucha masks are hats for your head. He thinks the Undertaker's just a grave guy. This poor dude's living a wrestling lie. Brian doesn't know the ropes or the show. Tag teams and belts are all Greek to his soul. Every finisher he calls a weak spin move. Brian doesn't know he's got nothing to prove. Missed WrestleMania 4 and in class. Confused a pile driver with a chair to crash. He thought kayfabe was a type of pie. Stop pretending, kid, we all saw